Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Maggie, and on this channel I post plant related content. Today is a very exciting day, woohoo, because I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys an updated houseplant tour. I haven't updated a houseplant tour since I believe last year of fall, so it's going to be a completely different look as to what I had last year, the type of plants I had last year versus what I have this year. Let me take off my flip-flop. So last year I had a lot of staple beginner plants, and then as my journey kind of progressed, I decided and realized what I really wanted to invest my time and money in, hence why there is a little bit of a shift as to what I collect now. And then those plants that I once had, I ended up selling majority of them, and then a few I gave away here and there. But yeah, that's going to reflect how different my taste of plants has changed since last year houseplant fall tour. So this houseplant tour, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think, put it into 4 different segments, and I'm going to title it Houseplant Tour, and then in the title I'm going to let you guys know whether it's Hoyas, philodendrons, monsteras, deciduous, and things like that. So for today, the first part of 4 parts is going to be all Hoyas. So without further ado, let's get going and check out my Hoya corner. Let's go! So I want to go ahead and share with you guys these 4 Hoyas that I have hanging first. This right here is the beautiful, I'm not sure if you could see that. Maybe that way, okay. This right here is the beautiful Hoya Publicalis Splash. I remember when I got this plant, I wasn't sure whether the splash would continue to grow in if I don't provide enough light. But sure enough, the new growth is still coming out as splashy as ever. So I really think that the splash is just in the gene. Once the plant has it, it's going to continue to push it out. That is just my opinion. This right here is a beautiful Hoya Sunrise. When I got this plant, it came in bare root from an Etsy seller, and it was quite small, but I wasn't sure if it was going to survive because it was wrinkly. And then I gave it some soil, potted it up, some light, and it's so beautiful, has grown so much for me. I'm very excited about that plant right there. Right next to it we have a 5th hook right there that currently I don't have anything. I used to have a Hoya linearis there, which I want to share with you guys because it is currently in bloom and it's absolutely beautiful. But this Hoya right here is a Hoya Vitellinoides. Super duper cute. This is a cross between Hoya Bhutanica and Hoya serpens, I believe. So the leaves come in cute and dainty, but still very succulent and thick. So because I am not giving it a lot of light currently in the winter, the growth is coming out quite small, as you could tell right there, and even right here. The growth is small, but regardless, it is growing and it is beautiful. Right next to Hoya Vitellinoides, we have Hoya Bhutanica. This is a very beautiful, elegant, cute little Hoya. I love it. It could actually stress really, really pretty in the sunlight, but I don't give it enough sun. Clearly, once in a while I'll go ahead and turn this grow light right here and supplement a little bit of light for it. But yeah, this is Hoya Bhutanica. Beautiful veination on the leaves, trails so cutely, and the leaves come in looking like a burgundy color. Super beautiful. Something I do want to do is I want to go ahead and place another wooden little rod right there and place more lights just as I have it right there, so then that way I could go ahead and hang some grow lights and supplement the light, but I have not been able to find a stick around. All right, so here we have so many more Hoyas to get through. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start down here first. So this right here is such a beautiful Hoya, and my hand is already starting to hurt by holding this camera. This right here is Hoya Acuta, and it's just really, really cute. I love the veins on it. I love how easy it is. It is just one stem that has all this growth and now growing upwards this way. But regardless, beautiful, even if it's one vine. Right next to this is this is not Variegata. This is Hoya Vitellinoides. I'm gonna go ahead and give it some light. This is Hoya Vitellinoides, absolutely beautiful. When I originally got it, it came with this leaf right here, and then this big leaf right here, and then it pushed out these two top leaves, and then this leaf right here. Absolutely beautiful. Then right next to the Hoya Vitellinoides, we have Hoya Sarawak, and this bottom leaf right here is its newest leaf. Beautiful, just beyond beautiful. Very what is the glossy? There you go, the glossy, and then it's working on another leaf right there. I'm gonna go ahead and not touch it because I do not want it to fall off. Right next to the Hoya Sarawak, we have Hoya Macrophylla Baibua. I'm gonna try to put all the names either in the description in order or on screen, whichever is going to be easiest for me. But yeah, this is a Hoya Macrophylla Baibua. Absolutely beautiful. The variegation is like a lime green. It's very subtle. It's nothing like a pot of gold Macrophylla, but yeah, I still like it. Right next to this one, right now I'm drawing a blank. Can't think of the name. What is this? This is Hoya Suragensis? No, this is Hoya... Oh gosh, I can't think of this one. Okay, well, I gotta look this one up. I completely forgot the name of that Hoya right there. But right next to it is Hoya Kalimantan, and I love this Hoya. This was one of my first rarer Hoyas that I got, and this is one of its original leaves. Absolutely huge. The veination is gorgeous. There's a few leaves that I had to cut off because I wasn't sure what's going on, so I wanted to be safe, and I cut those off. Right next to Hoya Kalimantan, we have Hoya Icensis, and honestly, this is one of those Hoyas that's just, it is absolutely beautiful. I see a lot of people from Canada have this plant, and so when I was able to purchase this in the States, I decided to go ahead and do so. However, besides having these four leaves that it came with when I unboxed it, it still has the same four leaves and hasn't done anything. And now this, I'm looking at this leaf right now, and it looks a little bit weird. Okay, you guys probably can't see that, the camera's not picking up, but yeah, this right here is Hoya Icensis. I'm gonna go ahead and put the light right there so you guys could see that better. This right here is my cute 2 little inch pots. I love them. They don't take up a lot of room, but they're absolutely cute and dainty, and yeah, I just love them. All right, so my camera just abruptly died on me. But I'm gonna go ahead and go over these 2 inch little Hoyas. This right here is a super little cutie. This is Hoya Thomsonii, and it's putting out a new little growth right there. Super cute, super fuzzy. I love that one. Right next to it is a cute little guy as well. This is Hoya Caudata Sumatra, and I ended up actually trading somebody, and that's how I got this Hoya Caudata. So I love this Hoya. I just really can't stop saying I love this Hoya. It's just a theme, I guess. Right next to it is my cute little Hoya Vitellinoides, and it is currently working on some baby leaves. Right next to it, we have yet another Hoya Thomsonii, because anytime I get a chance to get one, I get one. And then here is Hoya Parasitica. This is the heart-shaped Hoya with a little bit of splash. It hasn't really done anything for me, hasn't grown anything, no new roots, no new vines, nothing, absolutely nothing. It's just chilling, being a 3-leaf Hoya, which pretty bummed about. And then right next to it is Hoya Croniana. And those are my 2-inch pots. And then we're gonna go ahead and move up to this shelf right here. This right here is one of my favorites, probably like my top 10 favorites. This is Hoya mirabilis. Right next to it is Hoya sp. Lloyd Province. This one hasn't done much in quite some time, and you might see that the leaves are kind of glossy. It's because I washed them with some water, essential oil, and some neem oil. So this is Hoya Polystachya. Right next to that is a short leaf Hoya Kalimantan. And then this is my prized possession, my Hoya Sarawak. Absolutely beautiful, love it. This was my first Sarawak, hence why it's bigger than the other one. Right next to it is Hoya Vitellinoides. Love it, super cute. Right next to that is Hoya Irina, and it's working on a new cute little growth right there. Look how cute it is. Right next to that is Hoya Bhutanica. Its new leaves kind of come out wonky. Last time it had a new growth, I ended up pulling it, but this one I'm just gonna go ahead and let it be and see how it turns out after some time. Behind that we have Hoya Michelle. Hasn't really done much besides push out this one leaf right here. Originally came with this back leaf, and now it's starting to push out the stem, tendril, same thing. And then next to the Hoya Michelle, we have this one, which I actually really like this Hoya. I like super basic Hoyas, and this is Hoya, oh, I can't think of it right now, but super cute, really like it. In front of that Hoya, we have Hoya Vitellinoides, and I like this Hoya because of the texture of the leaves. They are like cardboard, and it has subtle splashing on it. It pushed out these new leaves, and the leaves are a little bit fuzzy as well. This right next to Hoya Vitellinoides is Hoya Vitellinoides. This was one of my first Hoya Vitellinoides actually, and it came bigger than this, but it came with rots, so I had to cut it off and try to save these 2 leaves, which I did successfully, and now it's pushing out this huge stem. Alright you guys, my camera keeps cutting off, but I think I was right here talking about this Hoya Vitellinoides. Right next to it we have Hoya Australis, but it is the a Variegata one with the margin on the outside of it, and it's not the Australis one. Next to that we have Hoya Panchoy, and just look at these cute little Hoya leaves. They come in super red and just dainty and cute, love it. Behind that we have Hoya Acuta Variegata, Hoya Rosaria. Love this one. It's currently sun stressed, and then Hoya Kalimantan back there. So that's that shelf there. I kind of went over it fast because I don't want my camera to die again. And then over here, I think I'm gonna turn this off. That might help a little bit. But this right here is Hoya Vitellinoides. It is in bloom, but just check those blooms out. Absolutely beautiful. It's blooming like crazy. It just won't stop. I love it. Right next to that is Hoya Kalimantan pink. I brought the yellow one as well because I love small leaves. And then next to that is Hoya Vitellinoides. I love, love, love this Hoya. Let me turn off that light. And then we have 3 Hoyas left. And then this Hoya right here is Hoya Hainensis. It is a little bit of finickier Hoya. It likes to get little yellow spots on the leaves. It's finicky. And right next to it is another sweet little Hoya. It is Hoya Kalimantan. And then Hoya Kalimantan that I am actually just propagating. So I had a big Hoya Kalimantan, but it wasn't doing that well because I gave that too much sun. So I ended up cutting some pieces off just in case and try to save it. So here is my little Hoya Kalimantan. And I think that will do for today. Those are all my Hoyas in this corner. If you have actually counted how many Hoyas I have in this corner, please let me know. I would love to know. I would guesstimate 35. But please entertain me and let me know how many Hoyas I did in fact actually have here. Once again, if you enjoyed this content, go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment, like, and I'll see you guys in the next Hoya tour. Bye guys.